Okay, students, now comes the true-false item. So here you are given different questions. Actually, you are given 5 different, questions. So you are supposed to write true if the statement is correct and false if the statement is incorrect. So let's now discuss the next one, question number 11. So when we do question number 11, we are having this one. It says, for every real number x, there exists a real number y such that x minus y, xy minus 1 equals 0. Basically, this is false, students, because you see, whatever question says, whatever real number you may take, you can obtain you can obtain at least one number y such that x minus y minus xy minus 1 can be 0. It may not work because if you solve for y, this turns to be y equals 1 over x. Okay, just move this minus 1 to the right and divide all by x. Y comes 1 over x. So what will happen if I take x 0, students? If you take a number different from 0, this may not be the problem. But if you take x 0, you see everything goes undefined. 1 over 0 is undefined. So this is false, right? This is false because there exists a number. You see, there exists a number that may not define. Okay, that may not define our value. Because of this, the answer for number 12 is false. When you come to question number 4, it says whatever real number you may take, its square plus 1 is greater than 0. Yeah, this is true. Whatever real number you may take, its square is greater than or equal to 0, but when you add 1 on it, automatically it will be greater than 1. It will be greater than 0. And because of this saying is always true. So the truth value for this is true. And when you directly go to question number 13, it says the fraction form of 0.15 times 2.3333 dots is 7 over 13. So actually this is combining two rational numbers where one is written in terminating decimal form, whereas the other is written in non-terminating decimal form. So what we need to do is we have to first change this non-terminating decimal number to fraction form because it's a repeating number, and then check whether the product of these two can make 7 over 30 or not. To do that, what you need to do is like this. We knew that 2.333 is 7 over 3. How it is done? Very simple. What you need to do is x equals 2.333, so multiple by 10 that x, then you will get that value to be 10x equals 23.3 repeating, so 23 minus what's 23 minus 2 divided by 9 can make 7 over 3. You can simply know that 7 divided by 3 makes 2.333, and now 0.15 is the same as 3 over 20 because 15 over 100 can come by 5 20. So we need to multiply these two, right? Because you have been told that the product of these two must make 7 over 30 if to be said true. So let's check that. 7 over 3 times 3 over 20. Look, what has been given here is 2.3333, which is actually 7 over 3, and here 3 over 20. Dear beloved ones, what has been written here says times, but what I did here is plus. Please have this correction. Sorry for that. But if you see, if you take times again here, 3 is cancelled by 3, 7 over 20 can come. And 7 over 20 is not the same as 7 over 30. Even though I am wrong here, 149 over 60 can't come, students. And instead 7 over 20 can come because I just have considered as if this one is plus, but it is times. So when you take times here, this is going to be 7 over 20. Please correct this one by 7 over 20. So 7 over 20 is not the same as 7 over 30. So this basically is false, right? False. This is how you can do. So proceeding to the next one, we have question number 14. So here it has been written that for any three sets A, B, and C, if A union B is the same as A union C, then B is the same as C. Basically, this is a false saying because there is a situation where B and C may be different, but the union can be the same. Let me show you this by using the following example. Suppose you are having, you see, set A as 1, 2, 3 students, and set B as 2 and 3, and set C as a set containing number 2. So here, if you combine A and B, you see, A and B, you are going to have a set containing 1, 2, 3. And again, if you combine A with C, students, A with C, you do have again 1, 2, 3. So a set containing 1, 2, 3. So we can say that A union B is the same as A union C. Even though the two unions are identical, you see, we can't say that B is the same as C, because B is the set having 2 elements and C is the set having 1 element. So the two cannot be the same. So you see here, student, left cancellation can't work. We are unable to cancel A by A and say that B is the same as C. The same is true, you see, for right cancellation in the case of what? Union, okay, as can be shown here. You have to understand this saying from this one. So the answer for question number 14 is going to be false. Now let's come to question number 15. Question number 15 says the distance from the point 3, 0 to the circle this is 3 units. Here the question doesn't talk about the distance from the point to the center, rather to the circle. So we have to look for the distance from the point up to the curve of the circle, okay? So first we need to determine the center and the radius of the circle. So I directly copied, you see, this one and pasted here. This is +6, so when you take this one to the right, it's going to be -6, as you see. So x squared plus y squared plus 2x minus 6y equals -6 can come. So using completing the square method, we can obtain this expression, student. Look, take x squared plus 2x as it is, but take half of 2, and that is 1, square it will be 1 plus y squared minus 6y, take half of -6 minus 3, square it 9. Now what have been added here are 1 and 9, so you need to add 1 and 9 here to the right of -6. So this makes x plus 1 the whole squared, and this makes y minus 3 the whole squared. And when you take the sum of all this, it will be 4, right? It will be 4. And here, identify the zeros of x plus 1 and y minus 3. They are -1 and 3. So the center of the circle is -1, a point having coordinate -1, 3. And the radius is 2, as you see, because square root of 4 is 2. So students, so now let's find the distance between these points 3, 0 and -1, 3. As you are looking for the distance between 3, 0, okay, 3, 0, the outer point, and the center, -1, 3, you can apply this distance formula. 3 minus -1 is 4 square, plus 0 minus -3 square is 3. 9 and 16 plus 19 can be radical 25, which actually is 5. So the distance from the center up to the point is 5. But the radius here is 2. So you have to deduct, okay, 2 from 5 in order to know the distance between the point 3, 0 and the curve of the circle. And when you do so, 5 minus 2 is going to be 3, right? 5 minus 2 is going to be 3. So it is true that the distance between the point and the circle is 3. So the answer is going to be 3 units. So I hope you have understood.